I'm Jane Diaz and today we are starting a new series which used to be my favorite game, absolute favorite game back in 2000s. I'm a 2002 baby, but what I mean is that when I was like 10 or 11 I used to play this game non-stop. Like I fucking loved this game to the point that my mom had to give me timeout for spending so much time on it. And now we are gonna be playing it together. Okay, so we're gonna play it on normal, and I think that name is pretty much good enough. So for those who don't know, Spore is an open world game where you play as a cell, then grow into a civilized creature and just keep evolving until you're big enough to travel to other galaxies or just travel your own planet at this point. And yeah, it's the whole game about creating your own creature, growing it, evolving it, making connections with other species and such. So it is a fun game. It is one of my absolute favorite games of all times, and I've been wanting to make a recording over this game for a while now, but there is a problem present. Welcome to the tide pool. Through Spore, the choices you make impact your future. As a cell, your mission is to eat, grow, and evolve. Growth is measured in your progress bar below. Making progress. This is your progress bar. As you eat, you will earn DNA points. You may spend these points on new parts to evolve your cell. As you progress, you grow larger and your world expands. So here's the thing about recording this game. It's all fun and games until it begins to glitch, especially while I'm editing my creature. You will see in a bit, like soon enough, that we'll go into the creator mode where we'll be editing our creature, seeing their abilities, their looks and such. And while I try to get that going, the screen glitches. For you guys, not for me, but for you guys, it glitches, like badly. I mean badly. To the point that it would trigger a seizure for anyone who has a sickness like that, an issue like that. So there will be a lot of cropping and bringing things back in this session, because I cannot let those glitching scenes like stay on the footage, unfortunately. It is too dangerous for people. So, and frankly it looks terrible as well, and I would rather not keep it that way, so I'm just gonna be editing them out. Cell creator. You can change modes in any creator by clicking on the mode buttons above. Before returning to the tide pool, stop by paint mode and spruce up with a new look. Okay, thank you. So I will be getting some spikes, and I'm gonna be actually hacking the game because I can, and I'm gonna write add DNA here, which will give me an instant boot of DNA points. Then I can just keep adding whatever I want in here. There we go, like that. Actually, I think we can fit like one more, sure. And then I'm also gonna be putting some more, like you see. Again, you guys did not see it, but I did see the glitch happen. I'm like, okay, we are not safe in this playthrough as well. Oof, okay. There we go. Welcome back, folks. And here we are as an herbivore. As you guys know that I double record these games, any game that I play, one for my Turkish audience and one for my, for you guys basically. And in the other playthrough, I picked to be a carnivore. So I will be following the path of war. As the game says, your actions will influence your future actions and what will happen to your future. So, as you guys can guess, carnivores are more aggressive, and once you become a creature and continue down the carnivorous path, you will be a brutal ruler. So you will rule with war, and you will not make peace with anyone. You will not be able to do it even if you try to. But for herbivores, you're pretty much a bit too helpless, if I'm being honest, if you were attacked on. But good thing that unless you attack anyone first as an herbivore, no one really attacks you. So it evens out that you get along with people and other creatures. So yep, that's the whole thing. But you can still, defend yourself, which is what I went for with all these spikes, all of these, so I can defend myself as a creature. And now I'm just searching for some vegetation and some algae to eat, and there we have it. Nice, a big plant, which will be a yummy snack for us. Are there any small ones left for us to consume? No. But here we have a secondary plant, which is nice. Good to find it. If only I can just, move around and reach it. Reach the little flowers. But being an herbivore doesn't mean that you cannot kill others. In fact, you should, to be able to get their abilities like that. There we go. So why am I not calling a mate? Because I am still kind of waiting on that opportunity. Oop. Getting a little nip there. And there we go. No more danger for us. We're good. And I think I am ready to call a mate now. Am I? Actually, no need to. I mean, perhaps after killing this guy, because we do need that jet ability. Come on. Yep, I was waiting for that jet ability. There we go. We got it. Actually, sure, now I'm ready to call a mate. And just when I called a mate, I just died. Okay. It's okay, I will survive. Now let's call a mate. Wherever they are. And there they are. There we go, so I'm gonna be getting rid of these so I can get some speed going like that, and I want some swimmers on the sides, and this defense mechanism is always nice to have. And I am done with my creation. Alright, there we are. Now we are faster than ever, which means that we are gonna be able to reach the flower buds first and feast on them. Now I'm gonna be honest, in the Spore game, It is much easier to feed yourself as an herbivore than a carnivore, but if you ask me what is the best option, it's to be an omnivore. Now, as you guys can see, those little darting greeneries, they have a pipette-like mouth. That's an omnivore mouth. Like, they can eat veggies, but they can also eat meat. But you do not have to pay money for it all that much, because you can just achieve the same thing by putting on a pair of claspers on your mouth like these, and you can both feed on you know, vegetation and meat. So it works. There isn't a single correct way to achieve things in this game. You can easily achieve the same outcome by finding different methods or combining different things. I like it that, you know, the game allows you to do such a thing. Sometimes some games don't allow it, even though you want to do it. But, you know, this game does, which is nice. Caught in the current. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to move this way. Just searching for any food, quite literally. Oh, here it is. Nice. Just what I was looking for. Oop. Oh, there it is. A piece of greenery. Oh, I'm caught in the current again. Let's try to move around a bit. There we go, nice. There we go. And now we are growing a brain. Congratulations, you're on path to sentience. congratulations. When it comes to swimming in sludge, you rule the pool. When you are ready to stretch your legs in the big wide open, click the advance button. And there we go. So here we can see our history of evolving. So we're like 2 billion years old or something like that. So we have our history, and we evolved to be an herbivore, and we're gonna be staying as an herbivore. I just turned off the game. So here we are on our history on how we evolved, and now we're gonna click OK, that little check mark. Now we are into the light. Now on this new creation panel, you get to add more limbs to your character, and you get to add legs to them. And I always found these legs to be the best, so I'm gonna be adding these legs, and you can give them a height. So I don't want them to be too short, so I'm gonna be making them about this high, and then you can tug on these limbs to make, you know, them basically look however you want them to look. So I am going for a more reptilian-like look, if it makes sense, like a little dragon slash dinosaur kind of look. And there we go. I think that this looks good enough. And over here you have all of the parts you've collected so far. You can add them, you can take them off. For now, what I have in hand is pretty much enough, I think. And over here you can use the limbs to make the, you know, creature fatter or skinnier on certain areas with the bones. And I just needed some fat on the head, but not too much, so I think this one would suffice. And I'm keeping that mouth, I am keeping the eye. I would rather make it like 2 eyes and not, you know, remove this 3rd eye. And I'm gonna keep everything else the same as it, you know, the same as it is, because I was saying that I am keeping everything the way it is because we're gonna edit it much more often and much more once we step a foot onto the land. So I'm just, you know, letting it be this weird little guy because we're gonna get to edit it properly once we nestle on the land. It is the beginning of a new day, and for you a whole new stage and wondrous world. Air fills your lungs as you stretch into your limbs in your new home. Dry land. The race to evolve has begun. Welcome to the land. Now you are a creature surrounded by your nestmates. To evolve, you will need to meet other species on this planet and earn DNA. Earning DNA moves your progress bar. Let's take a look. And as per usual, this is the progress bar. Okay. Alright. There we are. So we can dug out these bones to gather parts. What's this? You've discovered a new part. Imagine the cool stuff you would find on even bigger creatures or skeleton. Yes. And then we have a mating call to, you know, call up a mate. Then we're gonna get to editing screen. So over here we have our neighbors. Who's this? You've made a new species. Care to make them a friend or a foe? Set your stance and get ready to sing or snarl at your newfound neighbor. So since we're an herbivore and I am planning to keep myself as an herbivore, you know, I am planning to keep myself an herbivore. So I'm just gonna be calling out to them and making friends. And I'm gonna keep making friends. How broken is my English? I'm trying to say is that I'm gonna keep making friends with every species that I can come across, never making foes, because it's literally what I do as an herbivore. Sure, I can get some defense mechanisms and attack, but do I want to do that? No, frankly, for this playthrough. I wish to be a helpless creature that only sings and does little cute twirls to make friends. Okay. So there we go, we made our first friends and we're beginning to get hungry a bit, and how we're gonna feed ourselves? Well, these fruits are our food. There we go, we can just easily grab one and eat it. There we go. And that's how you eat in this game as an herbivore. So here we have some other new neighbors who we'll be communicating with. There we go. Now our brain is just a notch bigger and we're on our way to evolve further into the bright future. And the line is the same, like keep the adventure going, keep making friends and evolve and such. Now we can have a pack member. Will I be getting a pack member so soon? No, not really. So you see, this is an aggressive piece of work and I won't be trying to make a friend of them because my stats are a bit too low on the go. There we go, now showing off our sweet moves to woo a mate so we can go to the creation mode and edit our creature. Seems like it worked! We impressed the mate! Alright, there we go. So I'm gonna be adding a pair of arms because arms are needed in this game and they're quite essential. So over here I have found some new mouths that we can use. So we can go for a duck or we can go for a lardwork kind of thing. So they're both sing level 3 and bite level 1, but this one has health. This one has higher health, but does it really matter? No, not really. I'm gonna be going for this head. So let's remove the eyes and the mouth and these spikes. I'm just gonna be basically removing everything to remake this creature from 0. So let's strip it out of everything like that, just keeping the limbs like that. And this is what we're working with. So I'm taking this head over here. Nice. I'm gonna make it a tad bit bigger. There we go. Now, so it matches the girth of the rest of the neck. Then we have eyes, and I'm gonna be picking these eyes. I think they would look nice. So I'm gonna be turning them around a bit like this. Looks good. Then over here we have the limbs. Well, I already got the limbs. And then we have these grabbers. So I'm gonna be picking the grabber whichever has the more stats for swooning others, which is this. There we go. And same goes for the feet. Dense level 1, dense level 2, dense level 2, dense level 1, dense level 1, dense level 1. So I think this one is the best. So this one has sneak and speed, but this one is better. This one is for sprinting. So I'm gonna be picking these feet and making them slightly bigger, exactly like that. So over here we have some defense mechanisms. Will I be getting them? No, because I'm not planning to get to any defense basically, but I'll be getting a bunch of these to add some charms to us. So this is charm level 2. I'm gonna get a pair of these for charm, and I'm gonna add these for charm and speed as well. I'm gonna fit them like this, like wings, but not exactly. So they look cute. And I can stretch them out or make them shorter. I wish to make them shorter like this. So this simple creature is gonna be our character for this upcoming season. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I will add some horns to them. You know, to him. I'm gonna add some horns to him, and I'm gonna make them like big, like ridiculously big for no reason at all. So there we go. And this tail looks a bit too plain and empty for me, so I'm just gonna be adding this. No. How about this? Yeah. See, that looks fashionable. Nice. Turn them around like this and make them a bit bigger, and there we go. Very, very fashionable. I like it. There we go. And I'll be picking a pack member with me. There we go. Now we have a pack member to come with, and we can go explore further on the map. So there's supposed to be some things over here. Who are you? Oh, nice. Oh, and another tip for the game is that you are more likely to find parts of you know, the body parts that you are currently using. So for example, I just found an advanced version of the paws that I'm currently using. Same goes for grappers, these wings, the feathers, and the head, everything else basically. Whatever you're using currently is gonna get like advanced much easier. So you see these guys are aggressive. They are aggressive. They're not happy to be with us. There we go. And there we go. We have made friends with an aggressive. And here we have another species. There we go, now we have some more brain power. There we go. And this is the end of the first episode of Spore. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to press that like button. If you like my content, be sure to subscribe. And if there are any other games that you wish me to play, be sure to comment them below under this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye!